What's up guys, today we're playing some green-white Bogles in Pauper. So just like Bogles in Modern, we have our Slippery Boggle and our Glade Cover Scout. In the Pauper version, we actually have Sahana Ledgewalker too, so these are just some extra copies of a hexproof creature. It is 2 mana, but it can't be blocked by anything on the ground. So because we're running Ancestral Mask, which says enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each other enchantment on the battlefield, we have a lot of cheap enchantments in this deck. So we have Ethereal Armor, Sentinel's Eyes, Lifelink, Abundant Growth, Rancor, and Utopia Sprawl. So Abundant Growth and Utopia Sprawl don't actually enchant your Bogle, but it does contribute to your Ancestral Mask. It also helps with your color fixing and ramp. For being a 2-color deck, it's actually kind of challenging to have both of your colors. You'll see a few times in the video where we're missing one of our colors to actually cast all our spells. So it can be awkward, but Abundant Growth and Utopia Sprawl is there to help that. So in addition to all those spells, we have Malevolent Rumble. This helps Dig to find more enchantments, and it also provides a spawn, so if there's an Edict effect, you can just sacrifice a spawn instead. And then lastly, we have Armadillo Cloak. This is obviously really good against mono red decks. What's a cool interaction between Lifelink and Armadillo Cloak is, and you'll see this later in the video, they actually stack. Because of the way the cards are templated, Armadillo Cloak says you gain that much life, and then Lifelink actually gives the creature lifelink. So they're actually 2 different types of life gain. In the sideboard, we have Mask of Law and Grace. This is for protection against black and red decks. We have Free Wind Falcon for red decks. We have Standard Bearer for like inside out combo or anything else that would potentially target. We have a set of Ram Through for removal, and then we have Scattershot Archer primarily for mono blue fairies. So that is green-white Bogles in Pauper. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the MTGO Creator Program, so I have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you get access to cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. So if you want to see more Pauper content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1 on the play. And we're going to keep this hand. We have the Boggle. We have at least 1 enchantment. It's not the most exciting. Definitely don't want to draw any more lands than this, but we can't throw this back. So let's lead off on a Scout. We can at least get the white for Ethereal Armor and start getting in. Oh, we're up against Tron. Wizards Rockets. Definitely going to have to be aggro against this matchup. Play Forest, play Sprawl for white. We'll just get in for 2. We just got to hope they don't get Tron, hope they don't have a lot of Moment's Peace, because that pretty much just counters our deck. I'd say this is a tough matchup if they have that though. They have the Prism. Draw Armadillo Cloak. I do think we play that, and then we get a white source. Get him for 4, we'll get a white source here. The life gain's not going to matter much. Probably should have played the Ethereal Armor. The reason I didn't was to maybe hide information to like show that we have a lot going on. They play Foundry Inspector. Draw another land, which sucks. Oh, we didn't sacrifice this either. Put Ethereal Armor in here. We're just going to sacrifice this now so we don't forget. Get a Plains. So they have like 1 turn. They play Bojuka Bog. So they're not quitting, so that means they have something. Ichor Wellspring. Right now they're dead on board, especially if we draw anything but a land. Nice, okay. So we really don't have anything for this matchup. We don't have any artifact hate cards. Probably bring in some Ram Throughs though, so they can't combo off. Go down 1 Sentinel's Eyes, 1 Walker, 1 Rancor, and try that. Let's try not to get comboed. Unfortunately, this is a no-lander, so we're going to mulligan. This is good enough. Not very good at all, but we're not going to throw this back because we have the Scout. Let's put back this. We can go Scout. We can go Scout into Landscape. They just go Bojuka Bog, pass. All right, well, they're going to take our Cloak. They do have the land into Star. Draw Rumble. Play this. We are going to Rumble. So we can Abundant Growth and then crack this. I kind of want to do that. I'm just going to Abundant Growth and crack this for white. Actually, I'm just going to get a Forest because we have the white with Abundant Growth. Definitely need to draw some actual enchantments though. Another Duress. Our hand is Duress proof. They take a Rumble into Map. Assuming they have a land. That's weird. Okay. I feel like I would have like cycled this at least. All right, let's play the Plains. Let's Rumble. Do not find much. Guess we'll take another Abundant Growth just as a redraw. All right. Neither of us are drawing well. They can at least crack Map for a Tron piece. Too bad we're not playing against this deck when we were just playing Ponza. They Insight. It's really good. Draw 3. Definitely going to find a land there. Just kidding, they don't. And we also brick. All right, let's get a redraw. That's something, I guess. Let's play another Abundant Growth into Ethereal Armor. All right, so obviously we should have cast this before attacking because I didn't realize that we had the Abundant Growth and we could have just done that. Just do that now. Missed out on a lot of damage there. They find the mine, so they're going to have Tron next turn. Opponent should be at 13. Duress. 3rd Duress. We've drawn all 4 Abundant Growths. Draw another Ram Through. Attack with all. Put them down to 11. They should be dead next turn if we sequence better. Probably going to crack Map for Tron. Find the tower. See if they have a creature payoff that we can kill. Maybe they sack this for black for Pact on the green. If it's a Fangren. Ashnod's Altar. That's not very good with our ram through. We're gonna like force a sack, but hopefully it's something that they don't want to sack. Yeah, so they should be dead this turn. If we top deck something good, which we did not. So now we just give them one more turn to combo off, unfortunately. Play the land. Do they have the payoff? They play star. It's a good start. They crack for green. Okay, they do have the Fangren. We're going to kill this in response to them casting an artifact. So they won't get any life. They can sack it in response. And we'll see if they have more stuff though. They have access to 5 mana. They could have gained a lot of life this turn too if we didn't have that ram through. So they can sack the Mirror Retriever, get another star, sack the star. They have a couple more card draws. All right, they just passed the turn. We draw another land. Not working out. Just like that one mistake and we're just getting so punished for it. So now they can just like block sack. Super unfortunate top decks. Like any payoff, literally any top deck that's not a land wins. Yeah, so they jump here, get back a star. They go down to 2. We just play forest and pass. So they have another turn. See if they top deck it. Play the star out. Crack it for black. Does that mean they have the doll? Blood fountain. Oh, that's good actually. They can activate this and get back Fangren Marauder. They sacrifice a blood token. They find a prism. All right, they do sack. They get Mirror Retriever and Fangren back. So they only have access to 3. They can play out Retriever, sack it. They get 3 mana total. And they can just chump here again and they're still not dead. I'm going to lose my mind if we don't... Oh my god, dude. Yeah, now we just lose. We legit just lose because of these top decks. Crazy. All right, we attack. Put them to 1. Now they get to do that whole thing over again. Opponent's at 13 minutes. Really taking their time there. So they're going to play out Marauder, sack the star. There's Marauder, there's star. Oh, they have insight too. So they gain 5, draw 3, go back up to 6. We can still win this next turn. We can force them to chump with the Marauder. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe this, dude. The last 4 top decks have just been absolutely nothing. Crazy, dude. All right, we'll attack with everything. Make them chump. Just like absurd. Put them down to 4. Go again. They have another Marauder. See how much life they can gain now. There's the Pack Doll. Into another Pack Doll. Oh, man. Brutal. Rancor. Definitely needed this a while ago. And we have to attack. Like, we're not blocking. They probably just like triple block this. Block like this. I guess when these... They could like sack these and when these die, they... Yeah, they just gain life. Down to 3. So I guess that was a bad attack. If we just attack with this, they could just triple block. Let me kill the pack... Or we'd kill like Fangren and a Pack Doll, I guess. I don't know. Opponent's at less than 10 minutes. Another Marauder. They're drawing a lot better than we are. So we need another enchantment to even attack now. Dude. I can't. You cannot make this up, dude. We've drawn 5 lands in our last like 6 draws. Now we can't even attack. All right, we'll just pass. They find the Mirror Retriever. They do the thing. Yeah, just super unlucky. We missed that one. We missequenced one time and then just drew 6 lands in a row. All right, so they decide to stop. They attack with both Marauders. We block 1. They go back up doing their combo again. All right, and with less than 3 minutes left on the clock, they finally win. So let's bring in that other ram through that we shouldn't have taken out. Bring in the ram through and we'll take out probably a cloak. Try that on the play. No lands. We drew them all last game, so we're going to mulligan. A plains. We're going to mulligan. Going to keep, put back a scout and a cloak. Actually, let's put back a scout and the mask. I think the life gain is somewhat relevant. Let's go scout and pass. Another scout. Forest into growth. Draw a lifelink. Put that there. Gain 1. Now we actually want lands. They play prism. We draw ram through. Not really what we want. Play that and pass. This will be a good like safety thing if we can actually get some enchantments. They have natural Tron. Into Marauder, of course. Ethereal armor. We will play that. It's a 4/4. Can't attack into it. They duress us. They're going to take the ram through. Can't really attack, but they can do some artifact shenanigans. Wellspring. Map. They have all the mana into Retriever. Draw the land. Now we can attack. I mean, do we even want to? So if we attack, they have nothing to get back. They could sack the map and get the map back. Yeah, whatever. Let's attack. Yeah, I guess they're actually going to gain life from the map, so... And then they can just block here and this dies and then they gain another 5. Go up to 36 because we have lifelink and we have Armadillo Cloak. So that's why you do want to attack. They get Conduit Pylons. So we're actually gaining 14. That's huge right here. We're going to gain like 39 here. All right, they just let it go through. Down to 8. And they're not going to win with like a minute left on their clock. Play the land. Play Blood Fountain. So they can gain life here and here. They can gain 10. But again, it's not going to matter because they took too long. Play a star. Yeah, I don't know why they're still playing, but Gotta get their time, I guess. 2, 1, and that's game. All right, welcome to match 2 on the draw, and we can keep this hand. We have lands, a little bit too many lands, but we have the Scout into some Dig into Mask. Definitely do not want to draw any more lands this game. All right, opponent mulligans to 4 and concedes, so we'll take it. Nobody knows what anyone's on, so I'm assuming they're just going to run it back, so let's just do that. Usually you want to see what your opponent's on before you scoop. All right, we will keep this. We have turn 1 Sprawl, Ledgewalker, pretty solid hand. A lot better than the first game's hand. All right, opponent plays Swamp into Duress. So they could take probably one of these, maybe Utopia Sprawl or Rancor. They take Rancor, okay. We draw Forest. We do not want to draw any more lands. This is plenty. We'll name white. So next turn we can go Walker into Abundant Growth. They go Swamp into Sign and Blood. We draw a Boggle. So let's actually play out both, just in case. Just in case they have like any Edict effects. Because then we can go Growth into Cloak probably. Swamp into Rager. So they've drawn a lot of cards. Sentinel Eyes, okay. We'll just equip here. Can't play the Sentinel Eyes this turn because we only have 1 white, but we can Abundant Growth and do this next turn. Abundant Growth here. We only have 1 card in hand now. They have 4. Draw another Boggle. Not what we want. Get him for 3. Go up to 23. Play Witch's Cottage. All right, they do have the Edict. Of course, we run into the Edict deck. Do they have double Edict? Oh my god, they do. Of course, we run into the Edict deck. Now we're flooding. Luckily, we have another Boggle. Super unlucky to run into Edict decks, though. Go back-to-back Chainers into Tithing Blade. I put Duress in the yard. Probably for like a Gurmag. Dolthy Slayer. We draw an Abundant Growth. Come on, Enchantment. Another Boggle. We'll play it out. We have to pass. They're going to be able to flip this, which is annoying. Can't block that. We draw Utopia Sprawl. Not good. And we just have to pass again. This is like Tron game 2, just flooding. At least they're flooding too. But they have a, they have the Edict. All right, they get in. Oh, lifelink, nice. Now they can't raise this. Go back up to 18. So we just have to dodge an Edict. They're tapping like they found one. Oh no, what's this? Quombage Witches. Oh, that's a really good pickup. That's probably like the best pickup actually. Unfortunately, it doesn't have trample, so they can just chump. We go up to 29. So again, we just have to dodge the Edicts. Opponent's flooding just like we are. Don't feel as bad. Let's rumble. Jeez, yeah. Take a plains. I'll attack here. They chump. Go up to 42. They find another swamp. Yeah, we're just, oh my gosh, we find a forest. And we have the Eldrazi spawn for the Edict as well, which is really awesome. All right, let's see if they find another land. They did. That's crazy that we flooded that hard. Match 3 on the play. All right, we have a land. We have some Boggles. Can't ask for more than that. Maybe 1 or 2 more lands, but not throwing this away. After all the flooding we've been doing this league, I expect to draw nothing but lands. Go Forest, Boggle, pay us. So obviously land is the best draw. They play Escape Tunnel. All right, Plains, we'll take it. We'll enchant Plains, draw another land, that's good. Utopia Sprawl, get them for 1. They get a Plains themselves. So we can go Abundant Growth into Ancestral Mask and get in for a chunk. Another one. Assuming they don't have like Spell Pierce, right? They do not. Play Abundant Growth here. Attack for 7. They're gonna cycle. Brainstorm. So next turn we play Ancestral Mask and Abundant Growth and then just win. They cycle Ash Barrens. They just play Island Go. We draw Sentinel Eyes. I mean, I guess we play this pre-combat. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. Circular Logic. So it doesn't matter if we play Abundant Growth or Sentinel Eyes because it's just +1 regardless. Let's just play this, draw a card, and pump this up. It's actually +2, never mind. Now we can't play Sentinel's Eyes because we... Oh, I guess we had to tap that way anyway. Okay. Let's just play Scout, just in case somehow they have a way to get rid of something or other. Put them to 3. So they have 1 turn. They're not just scooping, so they have something. Squadron Hawk, Infinite Chumps. Yeah, if we can find a Trampler. Ancestral Mask. See if they've just straight up counterspell. Okay, they don't. Very nice. So this appears to be the inside out combo. So we definitely want ram throughs. We want ram throughs and scattershot. Is that too much? Actually, you know what we do want? We want standard bearers because they have to target this with inside out. So ram through is probably not that good. They're not really casting the Hawks anyway. They're just discarding them. Let's take a Sentinel's Eyes, Rancor, probably 1 Cloak and try that. All right, we will keep this. We have Scouts. We have our white source with Utopia Sprawl and Abundant Growth. They just go Island Go. Definitely want to get Scout down. They just pass. Upkeep, they draw Forest. Utopia Sprawl here. I guess we want lands just to like double spell and stuff. They probably have a lot of like Moment's Peace effects. They just get a Plains, Wedding Invitation. So Hana. Let's get this down because it has Trample. Unfortunately, we're missing land drops, so we can't like double spell, but this is fine. I'd love a forest next turn though. There's Tireless Tribe. So we want to gain a lot of life. 4, 24. Play Abundant Growth. Another Scout. Play Sentinel's Eyes. Play Scout. So if they have it, they just let this go. We go up to 27. They Brainstorm. I wonder if we should be just playing the Ancestral Masks. I just don't want to get like countered. I'd rather do a bunch of small things maybe. But then we're probably just going to die if they have the combo. They have 7 cards. Do they have Xaxes? Yeah, they do. All right, well, I guess we do want the Ran-Throughs, right? We really want the Bears. Let's just go like one of everything, I guess. One out. Try that. Yeah, we just couldn't kill them fast enough. This does not... This has a standard bear, but not a Boggle. Let's try it. Let's experiment. For science. We can go turn 1, Abundant Growth, turn 2, standard bear, forest, ethereal armor. We have 12 Boggles, so it's a high chance we draw one shortly. And we have Rumble too to find one. Draw the forest. It's Rumble. We don't find it. Wow. Take an Abundant Growth. Okay. Not looking too good. They find the Plains and the Tireless Tribe. Rancor. Play this out. Play Standard Bear. They discard Whiteout. They discard their hand. Oh, damn. Yeah, and because we're missing land drops, it's unfortunate. Pretty good play by them. All right, there's a Boggle. They only have 3 cards in hand now, though, so that's pretty helpful. They did discard Whiteout and Impulse, but they can get Whiteout back. They have the Escape Tunnel as well. They sacrifice it. Attack 12. I think that's exactly lethal with Whiteout in the graveyard. Man, they just had the nuts, huh? Yeah, lucky them. All right, match 4 on the draw, and we're going to keep this. We don't have a forest per se, but I don't mind taking a turn off. We can play Ledgewalker on turn 2. They go Mountain. Okay, so this is mono red. So if we can get any amount of life gain, I'd be happy. Play this. I'm just going to get a forest now. Hopefully they have a slow clock, and then we can kind of build up from there. Does not look like it. Play Scout, Sentinel's Eyes, try to stem the bleeding. A land would let us play Ancestral Mask and start getting in. Tome Raider. They ping us. I'm assuming they get in with this. We have to block here. They find another Tome Raider. Ren's Resolve. We find the forest. So let's Utopia Sprawl here. Green. Ancestral Mask. Use all our mana. We could like Utopia Sprawl and Rancor, but I want to try to get in as much damage as possible before we die. Next turn we can go Rancor, Utopia Sprawl, and ping in for a bunch. Down to 14 all. So they're going to ping us for a bunch here. They have some really good hits. Can't really get through our creature, but still good threats. But love a Lifelinker. Lifelinker would just win the game on the spot. They play Synthesizer. They do find the land, so they can play one of these. They play Clockwork. Find a Plains. Equip here. Equip here. Then play Ledgewalker. Attack for 12 trample. Put them down to 2. Can they do 12 damage to us? It's gonna be tough. They can sacrifice this. They didn't chump with this, I'm surprised. Or it's to your next end step. Oh, and next turn, yeah, I feel like they should have. They sacrifice Synthesizer. They find Ren's Resolve, probably their best hit, but they need a land to cast it. They attack like this, block like that, take 1. Don't want to give them the extra card draw, because this could die, give them a land, they can play Ren's Resolve, ping us a bunch, but they can't really do anything after that anyway, so should be a win-win. There you go, win-win. All right, against mono red, we have a lot. We have our Falcons, we have Mask of Long Grace, bring all that in. Kind of want to shave on the top end here. Probably one Sentinel's Eyes. And try that. We're bringing in like a lot of cheap 1-drop enchantments. Don't want to get stuck with 3 drops in our hand. Fortunately, we have no creatures, so we're going to mulligan. All right, we do have a creature we will keep. No sideboard cards, no lifelinkers. They have the best start. Sentinel's Eyes. We will start with a Scout. Next turn, we can go probably Utopia Sprawl, Sentinel's Eyes maybe. Take it in for 2. Ethereal Armor. I'm actually going to name white here because we have so many white cards. Cast Ethereal Armor. They bolt us. And then we're not going to attack this turn. Next turn we can double spell. Make it super awkward for them. Clockwork. They get in. We're just going to take it. They play land. We have 3 mana, so we can go Sentinel's Eyes, Ethereal Armor, Rancor. First strike, Vigilance, Trample. Jesus. Like, what do you do about this? Especially as like a mono red deck. Go to 6. Can you do 12 damage to me? End of turn. Lava Dart. Lava Dart. Okay. 2 cards in hand. Another Clockwork. We're going to let these go. Block here. Go to 8, 7, 6, potentially. Yeah, they're not beating that. That was a really good game for the deck. All right, welcome to the final match on the play. And we're going to keep this hand. We have some enchantments. That's all you can really ask for. Definitely going to get a white source with this. Island. Hopefully not a combo deck. Oh, it's fairies. Okay. We draw the planes. Guess we're just going to play the planes out. Play Sentinel's Eyes. Get them for 2. Hopefully they don't have too many ninjutsus. If they attack, then we know that they have most likely... Alright, they are getting in. Do they have it? Looks like they're just holding up Counterspell. Let's play a Scout. See if they want to counter this. They don't. We'll attack like this, and I'm just going to play Ledgewalker. I really don't want my Theor Alarmer to get countered. Oh, Sprite. Okay. Yeah, we want them to tap out. They get in with both. Then Ninjutsu, Sentinel's Eyes. We'll play this underneath of the Fairy, unless they just have like straight up Counterspell. Oh, wait. For some reason I was thinking I could pay. That's my bad. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking it was like a taxing effect. Should have played the Sentinel's Eyes first. We also shouldn't have attacked with this because then it could just trade here. They have 6 cards in hand. Fairies here. Another Miscreant. Yeah, they're just going a lot wider than we are. They attack with everything. Since we attacked, we can't block here. They have 2 mana up, probably Counterspell. Play Boggle. Play Sentinel's Eyes here. We also should have played... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll attack like this. If they want to double block here, it's fine. Alright, they don't do anything. They attack with all. We're going to block here. They have to have like a ninjutsu thing, right? Probably for here. Yeah, they have the ninja. We draw a land. Pretty brutal. Just getting outvalued. Attack like that and just pass. Probably going to trade here, maybe? I don't know. We'll see how they attack. They have 7 cards in hand. We only have a forest. Feels like a tough matchup. Unless we can get like trample. Alright, they just get in like this. They should just win because they can flash in Fairy and just kill us. Yeah, we just lose. Just flooded. Just did nothing. Alright, against Fairies, this is where Scattershot Archer comes in. I feel like Ancestral Mask's really expensive, so I'd rather just board those out and try that. Actually, do we want Standard Bearers? Because they have to target... Actually, no, because it's if able to, right? Alright, on the play. Let's see if this game can go... Let's see if this game can go better. We will keep this. It doesn't have sideboard cards, but we can't throw this back. Go Scout, go. Fairy Miscreant. Ledgewalker. I want to Rumble here instead of pump this up. Take the Archer. But now they know we have it, so they're never really going to tap out, probably. Because this is, like, really hard for them to beat. Draw another Boggle. Play Forest. Play Boggle. Play Ledgewalker. Does this get the Fairy? You know what we should have done? As soon as I cast that, I realized we shouldn't have. We should have used the Spawn token, so that way we could have up green. So if they did counter it, we could play the Scattershot. But them knowing we have this means they can't really tap out, unless we draw 2. Unfortunately, we don't have a white source for Sentinel's Eyes either. They get him for 1. Draw Forest. Yeah, that was like a huge mistake there. We are going to attack with this. It's crazy for being like a 2-color deck. I feel like we never have like the right colors. Attack like that. All right, they do trade here. They take 1. We'll just Rancor this. End of turn, they flash that in. Another island. Get it with the Fairy. We do have the Ninjutsu. Yeah, we're just going to get tempoed out. Abundant Growth. Not bad. They have the Sprite. We can land Scattershot now. We'll see if they have the answer to this, because they tapped out pretty quickly. They get in with everything. I'm just going to let it go. Another Ninjutsu. They draw 2 cards. Yeah, now Archer's pretty useless because they drew these. They're drawing a lot better than we are. It's kind of easy to say that. We did tap poorly that one time, but it's hard when they draw their ninjas. And they have the Snap into Fairy Seer, and now they can just hold up the Fairy. And draw another Forest. Oh man, this is brutal. Play the Forest. I mean, I guess we pass. I don't know. Very polarizing games. We either like stomp or just this happens. I guess we just jump here. Another Seer. See if we draw anything. Probably just scoop. Nah. Jeez. Unlucky. Alright, so that was green, white Bogles and Pauper. I mentioned this before, but it felt really weird being a 2-color deck and struggling to find all our colors. Between having 5 ways of getting planes, Abundant Growth, and Utopia Sprawl, it was kind of a struggle. As for the deck itself, it's a Bogles deck. It felt fine. There's really not too much to it. You either have to draw your Bogles, draw your enchantments, or you're just kind of screwed. There were some games where we flooded out, other games where we top decked really well. I'm finding that there's very far and few in between with these decks. For the sideboard, I think it's weird that there's no artifact and enchantment hate. I feel like you should have some amount of like Deglamor or something. Maybe we didn't run into the right matchups to where the sideboard really shines. Like Archer's supposed to be good against Fairies, but the match didn't really work out well for us. We're solid against red decks, so maybe we don't need as much red protection. Ram through was decent. Maybe you can go down to 3 for that artifact or enchantment hate. But overall, just like Bogles and Modern, it's a very polarizing deck, so you either get the things you need or you just do absolutely nothing. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this Pauper video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more Pauper content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.